Okay. So, kwento ko lang yung nangyaring debate. Debate ba yun or discussion a few days ago sa isang TikTok live na hinost ng isang atheist. So, I was scrolling TikTok when um, nakita ko yung live na yun. So, yung topic nila is about truth. So, may isang I don't know doon sa hindi ko alam kung theist ba siya or atheist. But he said na there's no such thing as truth. There's no such thing as true things. So I asked to join and I want to respond to that person. I ask is if whether believer ba siya, atheist ba siya, Christian ba siya. But he didn't answer. It's like he's hiding his identity. So um so yun. So inignore ko na lang. I just move forward into asking questions sa kanya. So sinabi ko, binigyan ko siya ng example. There are true things. Kasi kung walang true things, hindi sana tayo magagalit kung yung 1 million na savings account natin and nag-withdraw tayo ng 5,000 and ang natira is 0 pesos na lang, hindi sana tayo magagalit kung walang true things. There are true things, that is why we get angry. That is why we report that to the bank na bakit ganito nangyari sa bank account ko. So, yun yung ibinigay ko sa kanya na example. There are true things. And sinabi niya, no, that's not what I mean. So, I think what he meant when he said that is there are really no like truth things with regard to the things we learn through science and history. I think that's what he meant na first we learned na ganito yung mundo, flat. Pero later na found out natin na circle. Who's to say na in the future mag-iiba na naman yung shape ng earth na yun. I think that's what he meant na we discover things and yet we learned na the things we discovered are not entirely true pala. I think that's what he meant. So I gave him an example na about money, about numbers. And nag-react siya. So, in a way, technically tama ako, no? Kasi there are true things naman talaga. It's ang hirap naman kung ganoon yung mundo na ginagalawan mo na walang true things. Di, yun na nga, pag nag-withdraw ng 5,000 sa 1 million pesos na savings account, wala sanang magagalit. There are true things. Now, in response to what he really meant about true things is, there are still true things, no? There are still true things, even if we're not talking about numbers. So for example, binigay ko sa kanya na example is, if you jump off a high-rise building without any parachute, without any kind of safety tools, you will die. When you land sa lupa, you will die. So that is true, and we have observations. We have a lot of observations. We know we have no records of any kind of scenarios na may nag-jump off sa building and nabuhay, or may angel na nag-scoop sa kanya and lumipad siya patungo saan. So, yun yung sinabi ko sa kanya. And I think, yun na nga, nagreklamo siya kasi how is that an example of truth? So, yun, I think siguro may pagkukulang ako sa pagbigay ng mga better na examples. I think yung mga examples na binibigay ko are very simplistic and he didn't appreciate that. He wants to talk about complex topics. The problem kasi with talking about complex topics, magiging walang, kasi if we talk about extremes, there are definite na answers. If we're just talking about things na debatable, then wala kang matututunan. So for example, if I talk about, let's say whether the Bible is true or not, and let's say naging atheist ka kasi na-learn mo na hindi pala totoo ang Bible, and sa'yo, sa perspective mo as a Christian, totoo siya, then I can't give that as an example na merong true things and false things. Kasi it's still under debate, 'di ba? Marami pa ding discussion. So, yung mga walang debate na hindi na natin dinadebatehan na tatalon ako sa building na to and mabubuhay ako, yun yung binibigay ko as an example. So, it can be translated to other things eh. And I also mentioned na there are things that we can absolutely be certain kasi we defined those things. We defined them. For example, bachelor. Binigay ko sa kanya na example. Bachelors are unmarried men. So, we defined them. No one, we made those up. It's a definition na it's an unmarried man. So, wala talagang scenario na may bachelor na married. Mag-iiba yung definition niya. Magiging groom siya. Hindi na siya bachelor. So, we made those up and there are absolute things. And these things are mostly definition. For example, murder. We defined it as unlawful na killing. There is killing na word, di ba? We defined it as it's broad kasi pwede kang pumatay in the name of your God and it's justifiable. Pwede kang pumatay in the name of your country, it's justifiable kasi you're in war. Pwede kang nakapatay because aksidente. Hindi mo naatrasan mo siya sa sasakyan mo. Hindi mo, aksidente nga. Or napatay mo siya out of self-defense. That's killing and it's broad. It's not the same with murder. Murder is defined to be unlawful and immoral na may malicious na pagpatay ng tao. May malice behind. So, it's automatically a killing that is not good. Diba? There are killing that is neutral. There are killing that is moral. Kasi yun na nga, self-defense, not really moral. I don't know what the word is, but may negative na connotation ang murder, hindi ang killing. Diba? So yun, there are things that are absolute kasi we define them. 1 + 1 is equals to 2. It is absolute kasi we defined it to be that way. It is just 1 + 1 is 2 is just a shorthand version of 1 + 1. 3 is just a shorthand version of 1 + 1 + 1. So we defined it. There are things that can be that are absolutely true because we define them. Now there are things that na cannot be absolutely true. May truthiness lang siya. Not 99%, yung pinaka-maximum siguro niya na pwede natin na maabutan, hindi 100% certain. Kasi, yun na nga, it's using our observations. And our observations are, yes, it's reliable, but we have experiences na palagi itong nalilin lang. Or ang observations natin is not 100% reliable. It is reliable, but it is not 100%. And we have no choice but using these senses to detect whether things are true or not. That is why we cannot absolutely be 100% certain. So if we talk about the earth is spherical and it's revolving around the sun, I am not 100% sure. I can be on a certain degree na 99%, but I am reserving doubt kasi yun na nga, senses. I am relying on the senses that are fallible, that can be fooled. So it doesn't mean na yung 1% is for example, I am reserving na flat yung mundo. No, I am confident I can use this. It's enough for me to speak out na yung mundo is spherical and nagre-revolve siya around the sun because we already have data. We already observed and ginagamit na natin yung reality na yan to, for example, as a reference to build airplanes, to build satellites, to build communication systems because of that reality. And even though we already have applications because of that discovery, I am not 100% certain. No? But it doesn't mean I am doubting. No? It doesn't mean that I am doubting. I am certain enough to talk about it. And to repel conspiracy theories, for example, flat earthers, hindi ko na talaga sila mai-entertain kasi walang application, walang evidence sa mga ano nila, and they have this kind of cultish mentality na if someone is gonna critique ng ano nila, inaatake nila, and so on and so forth, no? So, yun. And I think si person na nakausap ko, I think nawalan siya ng pag-asa kasi parati siguro siyang nakadiscover ng mga things and then later find out na it's false, fake news pala yun. And I've been there and I'm still going through that kind of phase, no? Na lately nga may nakita akong news from, I forgot the YouTuber, but na-expose yung North Korean girl na hindi pala siya from North Korea. So there was like this video 5 to 10 years ago na sinabi niya na he escaped from North Korea. Maganda nga siya, naka-costume siya, nakadamit siya na yung parang culture niya as a North Korean babae. Maganda siya. And nag-speak siya in front of many people. I think TED Talk yun. And he exposed her experiences as a escapee from North Korea. Sinabi niya ano yung mga kinakain niya, paano ni-rape yung mama niya, paano niya nilibing yung papa niya. But later, may mga na-expose siya kasi may mga video siya na dati, but just look it up, no? Just look it up na turns out, hindi pala siya escapee. Galing talaga siya sa North Korea pero hindi ganoon ka-worse yung mga sinasabi niya. Hindi ganoon yung na-experience niya kasi well-off siya na family, parang middle class sila and may protection pa nga sila sa China kaya naka-escape sila safely out from North Korea. So hindi ganoon ka bad yung nangyari sa kanila. So, yun, I was convinced before na escapee siya and napaisip ako how terrible North Korea really is. Pero yun, may mga news pala na lumalabas na seems really legit and hindi pala. So we need to sharpen our critical thinking skills kasi from time to time talaga na fake news tayo. The thing about these kinds of news is I'm medyo napapa-reflect ako kung gaano ba talaga ako katalas when it comes to when it comes to information na nasasagap ko online. So what else ano pa kaya yung iba na mali ako? So yun. And the good thing, no, not really good, but the thing is, yung news about North Korea is not really impactful to me, no? It's just an information. It's just a thing that I can just discuss in front of people na nag-iinuman. It's not a core belief. It doesn't affect me in any kind of way. So, it's okay. Not really okay kasi yun na nga, it's a basis. It's a basis, no, for you as a person na hindi ka magaling mag-critique ng information. But at least, 'di ba? At least hindi siya core belief na may action ka talagang. For example, politics, no? Na you really believe that this person is really gonna be good, a good politician, so you voted for him and he won. And later, yun na nga na lubog na tayo sa utang and all and hindi pala siya performing and hindi pala siya magaling na leader, then that's bad kasi it made a huge effect to a lot of people. My beliefs made a huge effect to other people. So I think the lesson here is be very, very careful, no, if there are information na will affect people, even if it's just small, para ma-practice ka at least to detect lies. So I think ang nangyari doon sa person na naka-discussion ko doon sa TikTok is nawala na siya ng pag-asa na makahanap ng absolutely true na information kasi palaging nag-change yung information. Akala niya mabait itong leader na to, turns out corrupt pala. Akala niya corrupt, turns out magaling pala. So, baka na ang ending niya is wala, there are no true things. I think what he means is there are no absolute, walang absolute na true thing. No, we can only arrive to things that we can only be on a certain degree be confident about. And relative yung pagkakumbinsi natin sa mga available na evidences that will support that kind of truth. So for example, spherical earth, then relative siya. So kung gaano tayo ka-confident is relative. Me, na isang ordinaryo na tao lang na hindi nakasakay ng spaceship, hindi nakasakay ng mga hindi astrophysicist, mas lesser yung confidence ko that the earth is really round or spherical compared to people that are really working on that are really working na related yung work nila sa pagkabilog ng mundo, di ba? So mas confident sila. They can give out many examples, they can give many evidences compared to me hindi. I am just relying on the information that's available. So my kind of confidence na spherical ang mundo is just relative to the information that I have, no? I can't say for sure, I can't confidently go out and debate other people kasi yun na nga, I could be wrong. And I would rely sa mga experts. No, I would rely sa mga experts. That is why I don't talk about stuff that I'm not an expert about. And I would rely on experts kasi yun na nga, it's harmful to speak out words na hindi ka naman talaga well versed about it. It's okay to talk about it, no? Kasi I'm not saying nun, I'm not gatekeeping naman. If you're not an expert, shut up. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying na put a disclaimer. If you want to talk about, for example, ako nagdi-discuss ako about doon quantum mechanics, the theory of relativity, the general theory of relativity, the special theory of relativity. I don't think I have the credentials to even talk about them, but I talk about them because I'm fascinated about the idea. I never talk about facts. I'm just putting a disclaimer. And, hey guys, I'm just talking about it because I'm really interested. I'm not an expert. Go listen to an actual expert. But if you just want to have like a discussion or talk or share information, I'm here. So yun, di ba? So I'm not saying no, hindi ako nag-gatekeep. So what else? So yun. Yun na. Yun lang yung sinabi ko sa kanya na there are true things. It's just that mahirap siyang hanapin. It's hard kasi we have a lot of flaws. Our tools are not really 100% accurate. So that is why we as human beings come up with methods para hindi tayo malinlang. Kasi even yun na nga sinabi ko na sa mga previous videos ko, even nga yung mga scientists nagkakamali, how much more na ikaw, na ordinaryong tao na hindi gumagamit ng mga tools na ginagamit nila, how much more yung pagkakamali mo about believing in things, di ba? Nagkakamali nga sila. Ginagamit na nila yung mga superior na tools, superior na methods, and yet they still commit mistakes. How much more if you're relying on inferior kind of methods and models and techniques and tools, diba? So I think nag-move yung usapan kasi may pumasok na theist. So si theist naman ibinanggit niya na scientific daw yung Bible. It's scientific, hindi siya, they go hand in hand. The Bible goes hand in hand with science and they can prove it. So yun, may dalawa sila. Yung isa nagbigay ng mga verse na about thumbprints daw, na unique daw yung thumbprints. Therefore it's science kasi hindi pa daw na-invento ang science. Ngayon Ngayon pa lang daw natin, recent pa lang daw natin na-discover na unique pala daw yung thumbprints, pero sa Bible, alam na ng Bible na unique ang thumbprints. And all the other science na binanggit nila na yung earth is bilog daw, and may nag-argue pa nga na atheist na so scientific siya. How about nung progression ng creation ng mundo? Sabi doon, nauna daw yung earth before ang sun. Paano nangyari yun? So may mga atheists na nag-react kasi if it's science, why did it write things that are scientifically inaccurate? So nag-argue na sila. Sabi ng theist, hindi naman sinabi na earth. English version lang naman ang nagsabi na earth eh. Sa Tagalog, lupa ang sinabi. Sa ibang translation, lupa daw yung binanggit, hindi daw earth. So people got distracted because of specific things in the Bible. So I intervened and said na, okay, let's just say, no, you can just stop with one example, kasi that's enough, no, to link the Bible na scientific siya. Okay, you don't have to go each phrases. I would even strongman your argument. Let's say every pages in that book predicted what we discovered now. Let's say every page nag-mention siya about ang COVID-19 may vaccine pala, and yung vaccine na yon is this one. Let's just say na ganoon ka-accurate, ganoon ka magaling mag-predict yung Bible about the things we discover now. Every page, 100%. Is it scientific? That's my question. Is it scientific ang pag-discover ng vaccine? No, not pag-discover, pag-mention ng vaccine. Is it scientific? So sinabi niya, ang defense niya is this. Binagbasa siya ng definition ng scientific, what is considered as science. So binasa niya na if you read something and may nakuha ka na information, that's science. Criteria number 1. Criteria number 2, it needs to be repeatable, testable. It needs to have like an evidence and all. So yun yung binasa niya ang definition ng science, and I appreciated na may libro siya in front of him to help me and the others move forward from the conversation. Maganda kasi kung may mga definitions, kasi baka iba yung definition mo, iba yung definition ko, nagde-debate tayo sa mga definitions na mali-mali. Maganda yun. So sinabi niya na, tinanong pa nga niya ako, John, did you read the Bible? I said yes. Did you gain knowledge sa Bible? I said yes. So isn't that scientific? Bakit mo sinasabi na hindi scientific ang Bible? So yun, I answered. Sinabi ko naman na ang mali ko lang is naging sarcastic ako. So sinabi ko na when I read Harry Potter, may nakukuha naman talaga akong knowledge. It doesn't mean it is scientific. It is a fictional na fantasy book. Not all books that give us information are scientific. And let me inform you, sinabi ko sa kanya, hindi naman science yung nakuha ko sa Bible. Nakuha ko ang history. Nakagain ako ng information na ganito pala ang mga nangyayari before, na binibenta, bought and sold pala ang mga, not really specifically talking about the Bible, no, but because the setting of the Bible talks about it, na enslave ang mga Jews under Egyptian rule, na may mga slaves pala, ganito pala ang trato ng mga lalaki sa babae dati, ang babae ganito pala ang trato sa lalaki, ganito pala ang kings, ganito pala karami ang population. It gives me information about what's happening before. It paints a picture. So it paints a picture na I'm certain na walang flying cars dati, na walang internet dati. It paints a picture. Nagko-coincide siya sa mga movies na pinapanood ko na ganito pala ang itsura talaga ng Middle East, na ganito yung damit nila, ganito yung pagkain nila. It's not scientific, di ba? It's just any other book that paints a setting. So I gained knowledge about what is the setting before. So yun, and sinabi ko na hindi scientific ang makapredict ng mga bagay-bagay. Kasi sinabi ko din na any book, you can pick any kind of book now. Let's pick any kind of old book. I bet if you just read enough and interpret it enough, you can find something in there. Binigay ko nga as an example na merong researcher na naka-discover ng gamot and credit niya yung book na Chinese book that talks about that kind of plant, kaya nakagawa siya ng medicine. So, was the person na naka-discover ng plant na yun being scientific? Hindi. Kasi there are ways, no, to get an answer na hindi naman scientific. Pwede mo naman, for example, gusto mong malaman kung poisonous ba yung mushroom or hindi. If you have the resources, if you have slaves, you can go ahead and tell people to eat that kind of mushroom and see what happens. Diba? It's not in a way scientific, it's barbaric, it's inhumane, but it is a process wherein you will be able to find whether that particular mushroom is poisonous or not. So, same with healing plants. People can test, no? People can perform any kind of test, and hindi scientific yung hindi siya papasa sa criteria what a scientific method is, 'di ba? Kasi yun na nga, we're able to make a system to be able to come up with the best kind of model para gamitin yung model na yun to arrive to true things. So, I gave that as an example kasi yun na nga, hindi scientific yung tao na nakadiscover ng plant. Kaya nga hindi inaccept yung plant na yun as gamot kasi walang research. Walang proper research. Baka kasi gumana lang yun sa small population and then papatay pala siya sa majority ng population. That is why it's really important to conduct research and study and give it time para makapag-conclude tayo. That is what this researcher did and this doctor did. He worked on that plant. He made some investigation, come up with hypothesis and all. Kaya siya na-recognize na yun, nakabunga siya ng gamot. Nakagawa nga siya ng gamot and credit niya yung book na yun. So the person that credited that book did the science. The person who discovered it didn't. No, it just so happens, no? Sa dami-dami ba namang tao, sa dami-dami ba naman ng plant, sa kahaba-haba ba naman ng panahon, wala bang tao na makaka-hit ng truth, 'di ba? That's one thing din na flaw ng humans in general is they always count the hits, never the misses, no? So yeah, there are hits and you feel as if it's all hits, no? It's all true. But you didn't know na ang dami palang sablay. So sinabi pa nga nung ka-discussion ko na you mean to say na wala pang engineering and architecture dati? May mga buildings na. I mean, meron na. The early versions of engineering, kaya nga merong Pyramid of Egypt But ilang kayang structure ang nagiba because hindi niya finalo ang standard natin ngayon, engineering standard and mga theories natin ngayon with regard to engineering, 'di ba? So may mga tumayo, hits, and how many misses, 'di ba? Ilang kayang mga hindi na natin nakita na mga structure na when they tried to erect it, bumagsak agad, 'di ba? So there were early versions of engineering and architectural design before. They are not as refined as what we have now. What else? So there could be an early version of science kaya nakapag-conclude si Bible na may thumbprint is ganun. We don't know the process. Sinabi pa nga niya na Jesus could be performing science except that we don't have the word yet kasi hindi pa na-invento yung word na yun. So I find it weird to argue like that, no? How can you hindi pa naman pala na-imbento eh. Wala pa lang may alam sa word eh. Pwede namang i-mention ni Christ na what He's doing is name. And ito yung process ng name na yon. Hindi naman sa name ang pinag-uusapan natin, proseso. So, binanggit ba na may proseso para nag-arrive sa ganong conclusion? So, balik ako sa sinabi ko na hindi scientific kasi hindi science ang banggitin lang. You need to provide a model. You need to provide research. Sinabi niya na may magre-research ba dati? So, you are just defeating your own you're just defeating your own argument. Sinabi mo scientific, wala pa lang proseso dati. How can you say it is scientific? Wala pa namang palang proseso dati. You're just defeating your own argument. It's funny kasi you're pushing it to be that way and you're defeating yourself by saying na wala pa namang ganun na process dati, wala pa namang white paper, wala pa namang peer review. Wala pa namang ganun pala, why are you calling it scientific? End of conversation dapat, di ba? But yun na nga, ego, pride, and yun, hindi talaga. So, na-devolve ang usapan into him saying na wala daw kaming karapatan kasi sino ba daw ako kumpara kay Webster para sabihin na hindi scientific kasi according daw sa definition scientific naman daw yung Bible. And puro lang daw ako opinion kasi siya nag-provide na daw siya ng evidence and puro lang daw ako opinion. Saan na daw yung mga libro na i-provide ko? And I think it's really absurd and funny and comical na binanggit niya yun kasi he wasn't providing any kind of evidence and he is insisting that I just read you about this, about that, and he was shouting. Sinabi ko lang, sir, what you did is just provide definitions, and definitions are important. That's not providing evidence kasi definitions are important para nagpasalamat nga ako sa'yo na binasa mo ang definition ng science and all and evidence para mag-progress tayo kasi may definition na tayo, may anchor na tayo sa pag-uusapan natin. And yet you consider that as evidence. It's not evidence. I was almost gonna laugh. I was laughing behind kasi may atheist na pumasok, galit na din siya. Sinabi niya na, let me give you an example. Let's say nagkasakit ka at pumunta ka sa doktor and sinabi ng doktor na eto yung diagnosis ko, may cancer ka. And then na-shock ka and you ask for the evidence or yung tawag doon, yung hiningi mo yung mga papers and evidences like yung mga examinations mo para ma-confirm mo talaga na may something wrong talaga sa'yo, na may cancer ka. So, Doc, can you give me your mga diagnosis mo, mga corresponding papers kasi I'll need to ask for second opinion. And ang binigay ng doktor is map of the Philippines. And the theist person na yung ka-discussion ko, nag-shout siya, sabi niya, bobo lang yung gumagawa ng ganyan. Bobo lang yung mga doktor na gumagawa ng yan. Nagbibigay siya ng conclusion na cancer yung patient niya, tapos nagbibigay niya na evidence sa conclusion niya is the map of the Philippines. Bobo lang yung gumagawa ng ganyan. So the atheist came back and said na, that's what you just did. Don't you realize that that's what you're doing? You're saying na scientific ang Bible mo, and the evidence to support that claim is a dictionary. Ganyan kakabobo, sabi ng atheist na yun. Ganun yung ginawa mo. Nag-diagnose ka ng pasyente and binigyan mo ng mapa ng Pilipinas. Walang connect ang dictionary. Hindi yan ebidensya. Just helping conversations move forward. It's not an evidence. Evidence is a data na will really prove. For example, tawag doon, model. Nagbigay ba ng model ang science? Nag-produce ba ng peer review ang Bible, about their claims na ginawa in 6 days ang mundo? Were there researchers na involved? Nag-conduct ba sila ng mga investigations? Pina-peer review ba nila? Meron bang nag-gather na data? Ano ba yung mga current hypothesis? Anong mga books? Wala. It's just saying that it's scientific. That's all. And yun, I stopped kasi nagsisigaw na yung tao eh. Galit na siya eh. And sinabi na niya na ano daw ang karapatan ko? Ano bang karapatan nyo para sabihin? Nandun na nga sa libro. Sabi na nga doon sa dictionary. Wala daw akong evidence, opinion lang daw ako. And sinabi ko naman na opinion lang naman lahat to, sir. Wala namang mga scientist dito na may dalang mga papel. Nagbibigayin lang naman tayo ng mga opinions sa each other. We're just throwing arguments and making sure na our arguments are sound, that can stand on its own. Hindi siya nagdigiba. So yun. And one thing I want to comment with the atheists that are in there is, I don't know if you're going to agree with me, but I just want to tell you na arguing with the specifics in the scripture is just a distraction. I need you to be aware of that, kasi pwedeng gamitin niya ng theist to distract you. Pwedeng gamitin niya ng theist to make the audience think that you're losing and they're winning. It's a technique eh. I don't know if it is really a thing, but because of my experiences, ganito yung parang yung na-learn ko. If you are a Matt Dillahunty na 20 years Christian na preacher and well-versed talaga sa Bible, okay, talk about the specifics in the Bible. If I recall, forgot his name, yung naka-interview ko, yung magaling about sa Bible, yung nagbabasa, I can refer you to him if you really want to talk about the specifics in the Bible. But at the end of the day, I will always say na it is just a distraction. It is a distraction because in our perspective, Bible is no longer has no say in truth, in our reality. That's what we were able to arrive as an atheist, since hindi na tayo naniniwala sa claims kasi hindi siya na-falsify. There's no way for us to check whether those things are true or not. Therefore, hindi natin magagamit yung mga best tools natin to detect whether they are true or they are just lies. Kaya hindi tayo naniniwala. That is why we distance ourselves from that book, and we formed a conclusion na it's just a literary art, just like any other books na literary. And if you engage with a theist, you're just wasting time. Kasi for me lang, I could be wrong, kasi ito yung typical na mangyayari. For example, yung about sa lupa and sa earth. About sa lupa, sinabi naman doon na lupa. No, sinabi doon na earth. They're just bouncing. Walang patutunguhan, especially if yung references natin are biblical scholars na or also not hindi din sila agree with each other. Sinabi doon earth, sinabi doon lupa. So whether it's lupa or whether it's earth, whether it was able to predict how yung progression ng creation ng universe, whether what it was able to, it has nothing to do whether the Bible is true or not, or God is true or not. It has nothing. So it's just a distraction. Magde-debate lang kayo kung lupa ba yung sinabi or earth, but at the end of the day, that guy believed that there is a God, you don't. So kahit pa na-prove niya na hey, lupa yan, So, mali ako. Okay, lupa. Did you suddenly become a theist? Did you suddenly stop being an atheist? You still don't believe in the Bible. Yun na nga sinabi ko na yung si Jorim pala, na-mention ni Jorim about women's rights na may mga verses pala doon na pro-women ang Bible. So, nag-change lang yung perspective ko na meron palang information doon na even though majority anti-women siya, there are verses pala na at least man lang pro-women siya. And that's enough for me na information. May na-change lang sa literary na knowledge ko. Just like Harry Potter's. That's why I always make it as an example because it's a good example. I am very, very, very familiar with the Harry Potter books kasi ilang beses ko na siyang binasa and me and my wife are fans. So, there are minute details that my wife knows about Harry Potter and magdi-debate kami. Sino yung magical beast na blah blah blah. Anong pangalan ng wizard na nag-imbento nito? Ano yung kinain ng mga ganoon na information? Nag-quiz kami. And I am wrong. Sometimes may mali ako, sometimes may mali siya, but most of the time marami siyang tama talaga kasi magaling talaga yung memory niya. But did it make Harry Potter true? Because may information ako na mali about sa Harry Potter? Did it make magic true? Hindi, di ba? Na rearrange lang yung knowledge ko about the information in that book. Same thing with the Bible. So, it is a distraction kasi walang any kind of information na mababanggit doon na mag-change sa fact na hindi talaga siya totoo. Kasi ito na yung naabutan natin na level. The level that we were able to come up with as an atheist is we were able to figure out na there are things pala that can be falsified. Theory of evolution, the theory of relativity, theory of gravity, they can be falsified even though they are so way complex sa kaya ng utak natin. They can be falsified. And there are claims that can't be. And that is why we avoid claims that can't be verified. Kasi yun na nga, walang patutunguhan ng usapan. Nagma-mental masturbation na lang tayong dalawa. Kasi nagpapataasan ng ihi, nagpapagalingan ng arguments, even though walang ending, wala namang nabibigay na conclusion. Okay, lupa, and then what? Lupa ang mundo, and tama yung progression ng mundo, and then what? Did it give us yung tamang progression? Nabigyan ba tayo ng knowledge doon kaya na-discover natin ang Big Bang Theory? Nakapagbigay ba yun? The reality is, our scientists that were religious and believers, nagsastruggle nga sa mga nadidiscover nila. Si Darwin, nagstruggle nga siya sa theory of evolution kasi it is in conflict with what he understands about creation. So, hindi pa nga nakahelp ang Bible sa theory of evolution kasi natatakot siyang i-publish ito, baka may backlash. Di ba? Kasi alam niya na it is in conflict. So, what does that say, no? What does that say na you here saying na it is scientific and the reality is our scientists are struggling. Mga scientists na theists are struggling. The theory, the Big Bang Theory was, ginawa ng isang pari. Diba? I bet nag-struggle din siya sa nalaman niya. So, yun. It is a distraction. Lalo na pag nagde-debate na kayo at ang ending is mali ka. Ang dating kasi sa audience is tama yung theist, therefore totoo na may Diyos eh. When in fact, totoo lang na lupa. Diba? Hindi naman naging totoo ang Diyos because tama yung nabigay mo na information na lupa talaga ang binanggit sa Bible at hindi earth. Diba? So, you can imagine na may nag-debate na atheist and theist. Sabi ng atheist na earth naman ang binanggit. No, lupa. Then, magaling si theist. Nakapagbigay siya ng evidence na, eto, tingnan mo to. Ito yung earliest version ng Bible ang sinabi talaga na lupa. Galing ito sa ganito na language na translate, and this is it. Ito yung definitive evidence. Talo ang atheist, di ba? So ano ang impression ng viewer? Okay, tama si theist, therefore totoo talaga si God, ang galing talaga ni God. It is a distraction. Do not fall for that kind of tactic. So what I suggest you need to focus on is ano yung tools nyo. Yun lang naman talaga. If there is a conflict, ano yung magiging tools natin para i-fix yung conflict? If I have a belief na killing randomly is okay because that's what I believe. If I have that belief and the other person has the opposite belief, paano natin i-fix ang problema? What is the best tool? We can come up with, hindi naman ultimate ang science, no? You can come up with whatever tool that you may come up with. You can use faith. But at the end of the day, ano yung gumagana? Ano yung tool ang lagi talagang nagpro-produce ng magandang results? Diba? What's the best way to ganun naman talaga kasi dapat ang usapan. Tawag doon? Paano ba natin madidetect ang totoo at hindi? 'Di ba? May mga tools na to detect it, may mga methods na. What do you use? And typically they will say there is like we have an authority figure, it's called God, and siya ang nagbibigay. It's an external God that is way beyond space and time. So see how they argue and try to argue using that one. Give examples. Kasi it's been a long time na na-expose ako sa Bible, college pa yata, and I don't think I have the knowledge pa to recall the verses, the wrong things in the Bible. Na-mention ko nga na na marami kasing mali sa Bible, mga turo na scientific na said to be scientific but are wrong. And then may nag-insert, hey, can you give examples na mali sa Bible? Ayun na, mali ako na sinabi ko yun kasi I can't recall. It's been a long time. 10, 20 years since college na I was obsessed with the Bible, reading other books, reading other holy books. And hindi ko na ma-recall kasi nag-move on na ako sa biblical na debate. I am now sa plane, I am debating now on this topic na why do we believe? Bakit tayo naniniwala sa mga bagay? What are we using? What are those things that we are using para makapag-conclude na totoo yung bagay na yun and hindi totoo yung bagay na yun? Do we acknowledge na merong pagkukulang? Ina-acknowledge mo ba? Same ba tayo na may pagkukulang ang senses natin? Ina-acknowledge mo ba na may ginagawa ang tao para hindi tayo malinlang? Ano yung mga ginawa ng tao para hindi tayo malinlang? Ano yung sistema? Are we going to rely on that system or are we going to create our own? Mga ganun mga usapan. It's a lazy I like that kind of discussion kasi it's lazy. I don't have to read a book. I just need to observe reality. It's lazy. So it's simple as well. Kasi pwede kang magbigay ng mga practical na mga examples eh. Kagaya ng binigay ko na example na try to jump off a building. Let's see what will happen to you. 'Di ba? Kasi inargue may mga sly na mga theists na where are you getting that information dyan na when someone jumps off a building mamamatay siya? Yun ang tanong niya. So I am basing that, pinase ko siya as may general na knowledge natin na ganun talaga ang mangyayari. Meron na tayong mga news na may videos na, meron na tayong collection of data. So you haven't really seen one jumping and then namatay. That means you're just relying on your observation, not really evidence. May mga sly na ganun. And yet you can't dare them to jump off a building to prove na I'm wrong. I mean, they're just playing with words. They're just distracting you. The reality is the reality. jump off a bridge, you will die. Nothing magic will happen. And they will try to, may term nun eh, manipulate you to try to doubt your own stand. Kasi hindi ka naman magaling sa words eh. Hindi ka naman philosopher, hindi ka naman praktisado sa mga techniques ng philosophy. So they play around with that, na they will make you doubt na you're not really relying on evidence, when in fact you are. You just don't have a physical evidence, but we already have a collective evidence. It's just that they're denying it as evidence. Just like when we ride planes, that is evidence. I am riding a plane because there are a lot of evidences around me na I am riding that particular plane, on a particular airport. Hindi siya some random na ano lang, na playground lang na may nakaparking doon na aeroplano. So it's evidence enough to be convinced. So it is evidence enough. Again, like I said, na we're simple people, therefore we don't have access to data that I can really show you now. But that is why our confidence level is only in parallel lang sa kung ano yung mga data na hawak namin. Therefore, may mga tao talaga na mas confident. Astrophysicists are more confident about the Earth being spherical and not flat. Hindi ako. Kasi wala akong mabibigay sa iyo. So, yun. And what else? That's just an advice, no? Be careful kasi it's a distraction. Nadidistract tayo sa kung ano dapat yung pag-uusapan natin. Which is, what's the best tool? Ano yung best tool? What's the best tool? What are the best methods to go about this world, to be able to succeed, no? And to be less harmed, to be less duped, hindi tayo nasa scam. What are the best tools? Kasi even if we're using the best tools, we still get scammed. How much more if we are using inferior tools?